Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Miami Marlins. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect. The home side taking care of business in game 1. But this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. And our pitcher in this game, Braxton Garrett.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Ready to go now. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake McCarthy. Swings through that one.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what do they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And he gets him. Nicely done. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Corey Seager now at the plate.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
The lefty fires. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ryan McMahon on deck for Arizona. 2 down, nobody on. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit in the air, center field. Rojas should have this one. And that is that. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And towing the slab here, Corbin Burnes. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singing.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
And at the plate for Miami, Johan Rojas. Smoked on the ground to second. 1 up, 1 down. And time now for the Marlins lineup. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Here's a rocket out to left. Blanco makes the play, 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Two outs. And a base hit up the middle.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
2 outs, runner at first. Now here's the Marlins DH, MJ Melendez. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Carroll settles under it and makes the grab. That is the inning. 1 left for Miami, scoreless after 1. Second game of the NLCS. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Ryan McMahon. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Here's Ketel Marte. 1 down, base is empty. Line drive. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Nope, that's high.
High in the air, out to right. Cruz on the move. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Miami. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Blake Sabol. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Taylor Ward will hit next. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
Next to hit, Trey Sweeney. Two down, nobody on. Cut on and lifted in the air. Carroll moving under it. Makes the grab. And that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full, no score. On to the 3rd inning. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. Rojas makes the grab, 1 away.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You got to be sharp.
The 1-1. Line drive. And foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Corbin goes down on strikes. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So now the DH spot, Justin Foscue. This to 3rd. Gets it to 1st. And the inning is over. 9 straight retired here to start the game. We're tied 0-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now for the Marlins, Dylan Cruz. Breaking ball misses down and away. That's a laser base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now the 3rd baseman, Max Schumann. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Hit on the ground to short. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
So digging in, Johan Rojas. On the ground, 2 ball. The flip to second on the nailer. They get 2.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. This is Bryson Stott. Line, and that's a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Just kind of slice that one into center.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. McCarthy makes the catch, and that is that. On to the fourth, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake McCarthy. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Late swing, foul to the left.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And stepping in is the speedy Dairon Blanco. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And we are starting over. It's 1-1.
No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Seager stands in now. Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Here's a 1-1. On the ground to second, might be two. There's one, and that's all they'll get. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 2 of the NLCS.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. We're midway in the 4th. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, and now MJ Melendez. And he hits a ground ball right side. He steps on the bag, and one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Blake Sable, the next to hit. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Taylor Ward getting ready to hit. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that keeps the inning going. Trey Sweeney, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. And it falls. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now the batter now, Dylan Cruz. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Out to short. They take the force out, inning over. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're headed to the 5th, all tied 1-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that one fouled off. Chop to first. Wade. He takes it on his own. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Now the catcher up to hit, Gabriel Moreno. And a 2-1 on the way. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
This is Corbin Carroll. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. Halfway home, all even, 1 apiece. Second game of the NLCS. And at the plate for Miami, Max Schumann. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Back to the top of the lineup, Johan Rojas. Now at the plate. Up the middle. That's a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And a swing and a line drive into right field. Carroll pulls it in on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
So here's Wade now.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two on, 1 out. Outside. And the count is 3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Line drive, him, and this might be trouble. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and the Marlins have the lead. A second scores as well, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Corbin Burns, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. New pitcher now, Brant Herter.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
1 out, runner at second. And up next for Miami, MJ Melendez. Ground ball right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's the catcher to hit, Blake Sabol.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That smash towards center. McCarthy makes the catch, and that is the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. And we're back. And the batter now, Justin Foscue.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Battling here as he fouls it away.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Line to left. And that's down. A base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Man, that was a pretty good battle to play, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So up next, Jake McCarthy. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline. He will score. It's 3-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Braxton Garrett departs, gave him a good effort as he exits with a lead. And we'll have a new pitcher when we come back. George Soriano on to pitch here.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs. Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
2 on, 1 out. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one inside, and a count now even up. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Ward running hard to get it. Grabs it on the run, and that's the 3rd out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Bounce to the left side. McMahon. On to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Now Trey Sweeney. Here's a 1-1. That one to first. Got him on the off-balance throw. 2 up, 2 down. Dylan Cruz will hit next. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Oh, great stop. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
And here is Max Schumann. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Blanco makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Marlins leave 1, but they're up 3-2. We go to the top of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Looking to get the tying run on base. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 3-2.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Foul ball there. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-2.
The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. On the run, sends it over to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Marlins 3 and the Diamondbacks 2. New pitcher coming on, the veteran Gregory Soto.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Marte puts it away, and there's one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Bryson Stott, the next up for the Marlins. That missed by a lot, and it's 2-1. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Justin Martinez, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Jax, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. That one the other way. Seager tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. And now for the Marlins, Lamont Wade Jr. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And that extends the inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
MJ Melendez, the next up for the Marlins. That's outside, and it's 2-1. Wade off of first with 2 away. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Marlins 3 and the Diamondbacks 2. Jay Ridley will take over here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Sweeney in the hole. Jump throw. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Singy, it looked like he might have beat it in real time, but that play was really close, so they want to take another look.
Yeah, this is a tough decision to make, Boog, and it feels like it could go either way, but it might be worth a challenge if there's any doubt at all.
Well, they've decided not to challenge it, and so he is safe at first. Substitution now at first base. Pinch running here, Jordan Lawler. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. There's a swing and a miss.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. So digging in, Dairon Blanco.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Ow!
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Two outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Holding on to a one-run lead here in Game 2 of the NLCS. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Right side, Cruz. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Justin Martinez. Here's the catcher, Blake Sable. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And a good start to the inning. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. That's off the mark. 2-1.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
Swing and a ball line to center. Snags it on the run. And there's one down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
And now the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. That one way outside, and a count 2-1. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Trent Thornton, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. One-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
One out, runner at second. And now the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. He circles the bases, and they add a couple more. It's 6-2.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Justin Martinez gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Trent Thornton.
Number 46.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the third baseman, Max Schumann. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the second out of the inning.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
2 down, bases empty. Johan Rojas, the next to hit. That's to third. Zips it to first. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the D-backs. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now Corey Seager. That catches the top part of the zone. That is strike 2.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
He's 2 outs away. And now Ryan McMahon. That one pushed to the left and foul. Got him swinging. And they're down to their last out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 2. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Ridley is just 1 strike away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, a real nice performance out of the pen. This guy is not the one who usually gets the final out, but extended his role a little bit and helped his team get the win. He got the save. Nice job.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.